The following portion of Good Day PA is sponsored by Schmidt Kramer Injury Lawyers. Summer means outdoor fun. That can come with accidents. Accidents can mean lawsuits. We're getting the law straight, hoping to prevent some problems. Scott Cooper has that for us. We are really enjoying summer now, right? We're almost mid-July already. We're hitting pools and water parks. What are things that owners should watch for, like those who are inviting people to their pool?
Well, you want to watch for just things in the pool like the gutters, the drains, make sure sometimes they can be dangerous and people could get sucked in. Also on the flooring, the deck, make sure there's no cracks or any heat problems or anything like that. They can get really hot, so you don't want people burning their feet. You also want to make sure that if you're serving alcohol, that you are careful about that, because if people are drinking and in the pool, that could create a big problem.
As a homeowner or as a pool owner, are you liable if something goes wrong?
You can be, especially first you want to make sure that you've told your homeowner's insurance company that you have a pool, because a lot of them require it in order for it to cover you if there's an issue. You also want to make sure that you're aware of any dangerous problems you have. If you're on notice of a dangerous problem, like a crack in the floor and someone like cuts their toes or something like that, you may be held liable.
Of course, you would hope your friend doesn't sue you over that, right?
That's over something like that, yes.
You would hope, but you know, things happen.
Or if you're out and about at a local pool, the municipalities can be responsible.
Sure.
So.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So every day to work, I drive over the Susquehanna River, and we know once summer comes, there are boats out there all the time. So let's talk about that. What kind of dangers come with that? The boating, water skiing, you know, what things do you have to pay attention to?
So obviously operating the boat, if you have people on either a pontoon boat or a regular boat, you want to make sure that you're safe and you've taken a boating course. You also want to make sure you have insurance for it, just to make sure that everyone's safe. If you're on a jet ski, you want to make sure you know how to operate the jet ski and you watch out for people, because you could be held responsible if you go into them and significantly injure them. Also, there could be certain things with operations of the boat that if there's a dangerous problem with it, that if, God forbid, it blows up or something. So those are things you want to make sure that are taken care of. Use the right gas. Sometimes people forget that.
Right, and then you're responsible for what happens after that. You mentioned drinking in pools. Same thing for boating, right?
Yes, you don't want to be drinking and boating, and you can be cited for that too.
Okay, very good. Here's a great thing to talk about: the heat. Can someone, maybe it's more like a business owner, a boss, an employer, get in trouble if somebody experiences like really significant heat issues?
The biggest problems during the summer are mainly people who work outside. A lot of them can have heat exhaustion and can end up fainting or something. So there may be a business owner, you want to make sure you give your employees breaks, because you could be responsible for a work-related injury. Also, now that we're starting football preseason and things like that, the schools and the coaches need to make sure that they monitor the players to make sure you're giving them breaks. And there's certain school districts that do have standards to make sure that you don't have full contact or you have water breaks, because you can be responsible. I think I just read last week, some strength coach at Bucknell, I don't know if it was heat related, but he's been cited for manslaughter. One of the players died for overtraining up there.
Okay. Finally, camping and hiking, any legal issues there?
Just being careful to make sure that if you're lighting a fire, because you may think you know how to do the fire and people in the camp are taking care of themselves, but if you don't know what you're doing and it blows up in someone's face, you could be personally responsible, or the landowner, like the municipalities, to make sure that it is safe, that there's not holes or drains open, things like that.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of scaring me. It's like I don't want to have friends over, I don't want to take them camping, I don't want to take them out on the river, because I could be blamed for something.
It's not all doom and gloom.
Well, it's something you have to think of, right? I mean, really, because you see these things.
Yes, you see them every day, And unfortunately, I only get involved on people's worst days, and you just have to help them through it and make things as best as you can.
Very good. And if you need Scott, you can dial the 8s. Thank you so much. Nice to
Thanks.
see you. The previous portion of Good Day PA was sponsored by Schmidt Kramer Injury Lawyers. We'll be right back.